Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Harshita and I will be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I'm very delighted to welcome you all to the 96th meeting of SoundBytes Toastmasters Club. We shall start the session with a moral story, which is interesting as well. One day, a farmer has an old donkey, and unfortunately, the donkey has fallen into a well. But the animal cried loud for hours, and farmer decided like it is very expensive to bring the donkey outside from the well. So anyway, the well is dry. So he decided to cover the well with the dust and all. He called his neighbors. Everyone started helping him to cover the well. Then each neighbor grabbed a shovel and began to throw the dirt into the well. Finally, the donkey realized what is happening. Then finally, after the farmer started seeing into the well, he realized that with each shovel of dirt, the donkey was doing something incredible. It was shaking off the dirt fallen on it and stepping on top of the dirt by each step. Very soon, everyone surprised that the donkey reached the mouth of the well, and it went over the edge and he trotted out finally. By the story, we can learn that in our lives, everyone will throw the dirt at us, all kinds of dirt. The trick to getting out of the hole is to shaking off the dirt and use it to step up for our career. Thank you. Role takers are on the room. Maybe one or two still might join. I would like to mention 3 core rules which we'll follow in our Toastmasters meeting. Please put on yourself on mute if you are not actively speaking. This will avoid distractions during the speeches. Please turn on off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. Third one is, please be cautious when you talk about sex, religion, and politics. I want to give the clear picture about the mission of the Toastmasters. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills. And thereby the feedback for every speech helps every individual to improve their communication skills effectively. Today, the theme is, today we are going for table topic marathon. Chitra always keeps us surprising with her new themes and creative thoughts. So I also want to keep you surprising with her theme. Now I would like to welcome our club's presiding officer, Sharath. He loves traveling and he believes in taking every opportunity to better oneself personally and professionally. Yeah, welcome, Sharath.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harshita, for the wonderful introduction. A quick check if I'm clearly audible and visible, because yes. I'm working remotely. Yeah, okay, great. So very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome to the 96th session of Radisys SoundBytes Club. As we are having a table topic marathon today, I thought it would be ideal to talk briefly about the history of table topics. Anyone here aware? Any guess on which year the table topic came into picture of Toastmasters? Any guess? Wild guess on the year? Okay, no idea. Cool. So the practice of table topics gained popularity around 1934 and 1935. In most Toastmasters club, there had been various plans used to get all their members on feet at every meeting. Quotations, anecdotes, and other features were tried in a miscellaneous fashion. Around this time, some men asked for more opportunities to discuss on current topics. In Santa Ana Toastmasters Club in California, this is where the idea of table topics was born. Later, as more and more clubs started incorporating table topics, it was officially inducted to Toastmasters format by Toastmasters International. Though there is no clear explanation on the origin of the word, many say it is similar to family discussing current affairs around dinner table. This inspired for the word table topics. With that history, we can now move on to today's agenda. We'll be having a table topic marathon today, and we have a mini tag team to support with the session and evaluations. We have a timer, a grammarian, and an R counter. First, I would like to request our timer for today, Saurabha, to briefly explain her role and responsibilities. Over to you, Saurabha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Saurabha, and I'll be the timer for today's session. My role as a timer is to monitor the duration of the prepared speech, table topics, and evaluations. Since there is no prepared speech today, it's only for table topics. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the times of each participant. This will let you know if you have delivered your presentation within the allotted time frame. For evaluation, the time is 2 to 3 minutes plus or minus 30 seconds. At 2 minutes, I will show green light. At 2.5 minutes, I'll show yellow light. At 3 minutes, I'll show red light until the speaker is finished. For table topics, the allotted time is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green light. At 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow light. At 2 minutes, I'll show the red light. That's it. I'll just show the background for the reference. For green light, for red, and for yellow. Yeah, that's the rule from my side. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Sharath.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Saurabha. So as you heard, thank you for explaining the role precisely. When you're speaking, try to pin video of Saurabha so that you can see the signs from her and how the background changes. Now, I would like to request our grammarian for today, Madhuranjan, to brief his role and responsibilities. So Madhuranjan, over to you.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible now.
Uh, yeah, so I'll be today grammarian of the day. My role will include the introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by a speaker, evaluators, and table topic participants. I'll note who used the word of the day or its derivative correctly or incorrectly. I'll listen to word uses and note any awkward misuse of the English language and as incomplete sentence, incorrect grammar, malappropriation, etc. So I'll show you the word of the day. Let me share my screen. Okay, share screen. Is it visible?
Not yet. You can click on that share screen, the green
Yeah,
button,
yeah,
and
yeah. Sharing. Is it visible now?
yes, it is visible.
Okay. So, today word of the day is paradox. This is part of a this is noun, and meaning is self-contradictory. So, very famous sentence related to that is all judges are equal, but chief is more equal. So that was very famous when we had the cop in the Supreme Court recently. It was said for the CGI that time because he prepares the roster and all. So there are famous uses of this word. One is by Francis Bacon saying the most corrected copies are commonly the least correct. And one sentence is by the George Orwell, the famous writer of the anti-utopian satire novel Animal Farm. and he's from the home state, but he moved later to the European countries. He has said all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. So I hope all of you participants will try to use word of the day as many times as possible. Thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Madhuranjan, for the word of the day. I hope we do not use much paradoxical sentences in today's sessions, but let me start trying to give an example myself. Table topics are most important in a Toastmasters segment, but speeches are more important. I think that's a paradox in itself. All right. So thanks, Madhuranjan. With that, now I'm requesting our next important tag member, our counter, Kausik, to brief his role and responsibilities. Kausik, over to you. And Madhuranjan, you can stop sharing the screen. Thank you.
Hey, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, let me switch on my video as well. Okay, all right, yeah. So, all right, so I think probably this is the second day I'm joining. So I will be evaluating for the R counter, right? So whenever the speeches will be there, so that will be my role. And also, I think I already tried, checking for the R counters. I'm not sure whether it was eligible or not. But when Harshita was giving the speech, right? The story. So probably she used almost 5 to 7 times, I think, the kind of the sound. So I was just, trying to get used to that. So yeah, let's see if I am able to, today join with you guys till the end, because today I'm taking care of my baby and no one is at a home. So I might have to drop in between, but yes, definitely I will try to make this as a successful meeting today.
Thank you so much, Kausik, for explaining the role. So you are not alone. Even I am here taking care of baby right next room. But luckily I have a wife here at home, so hopefully we should be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. So towards the end, during evaluations, and we'll be calling you back. That time you can just give a quick report on the usage. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kausik. Yeah. So without further ado, we now move on to the most exciting segment of today, the table topics. We have Toastmaster Chitra with us today as a table topic master. Chitra is a person who likes to listen to true crime podcasts, read, and spend a lot of time on Pinterest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Chitra to present the table topics segment. Over to you, Chitra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharath. So for those who are new to the session or have attended only a few sessions, so good afternoon and welcome everyone. So table topics basically helps members practice the art of impromptu speaking and improvisation. It helps us think on our feet. So as if there was a TMOD, they would have told that a typical Toastmaster session is divided into better speaking, better listening, and better thinking. The speaking part is when you have a prepared speech. Listening is the evaluations, and thinking is the table topics part of the session. So table topics basically helps us develop 4 vital communication skills, right? The listening, the thinking, organizing our thoughts, and delivering. So I would urge all the participants today to listen to the topic carefully. I can repeat it if necessary. Think about it, take a few seconds. Don't just jump right into it if you're not prepared. And then organizing your thought and then delivering the speech. So that would be the best way to approach any topic. Not that the topics are difficult. I hope you find them fun and are able to talk on them. Now, we also want to encourage, given that there's not a lot of participants today, I would encourage each one of you to come forward and volunteer as and when you are ready. So the timing rules Saurabha has already briefed, but I would just like to reiterate. Table topics is from 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute you would see a green color background behind Saurabha. 1.5 minutes yellow, and from 2 minutes onwards it would be background, and at 2 minutes 30 seconds after 2 minutes 30 seconds rather, the speech would be disqualified. So with that happy note, I would like to begin the session today. So like Sharath said, I am a big fan of true crime podcasts and anything to do with murder mysteries. Probably most of us have gotten into it before during the pandemic when Netflix is full of them. But I have been a big fan of Marple and basically Agatha Christie world. So I would like to have, the theme today, I'll probably present my screen and let you know, is called Impromptu Murders. If I find the screen, just give me a moment, please. Sorry for this. Okay, sorry, give me a moment. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes,
Just
we
a
can
second,
see.
Chitra. I will share the feedback form in the chat.
Sure.
Parallelly, for every table topic, we can parallelly share the feedback also. But no need to wait in the session. In the background, we can share the
Sure.
feedback. Thank you.
So who wants to be the first volunteer? Okay, before we go there, I just briefly explain the idea here. So you choose a topic from a number from 1 to 6. You would be given a starting line of a murder mystery. For example, when I opened the door, the body came crashing on me, and then you develop the story from there. Okay, so who wants to go first? I may not be able to see if you're raising your hand, so if you can unmute and tell me, it would be helpful.
Yeah, Sharath here. I can try first.
Sure. Okay, so can you choose a number from 1 to 6?
4.
Okay. So the story starts. Fearing for my own safety, I told the police I couldn't have done it because
Fearing for my own safety, I told the police I couldn't have done it because I am not that strong enough to lift such a huge body and dump here. You see the weight of the person who is lying here on the floor. There is no way I could have lifted, and you can clearly see that the murder has taken place somewhere else and the body has been dumped here. Now, for such a huge body to be dumped here on the first floor of the apartment, it is not easy for a normal person like me. It has to be a power lifter or a weight lifter who is strong enough to do this. And you can clearly see that I was not here before. I just came, I just saw the body, and the first instinct I had was to call the police. Otherwise, I'm gonna get caught. So that's why I took the immediate first second to call the cops as soon as I saw the body. So I think there is hardly few minutes of difference between you arriving to the scene and me arriving the scene. So I am telling you, I have not done this. Please find the person who has done this murder. And I hope you will do your duty diligently in solving the crime. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Over to you, Chitra. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharath. But I believe everybody who commits a murder would have said that. So, okay. So back to the home screen. So who wants to go next? Any volunteers? Harshita, I can see you on my screen first. Do you want to go?
Okay, I will.
You want to choose a number
Yes.
other than 4?
6 I want to choose.
Okay, it's a long line, but so Mrs. Marple didn't think that anyone knew about her relationship with the deceased. Then I stood up and told the group. There, you can start your story with that.
Thank you. There is Marple was on the incident spot where the murder happened. There are police and many other prominent people who are investigating the murder. But Marvel didn't think that anyone knew her relationship with the deceased. She is in the same paradox that her opinion is correct here. So she's pretending like she's the new person who was going on the path and just saw the accident, which is murder. So she is return a complaint to the police that she reported the murder on the way, thinking that no one is aware of her relationship with the deceased. But finally, I'm one of the member of the group, but I know that the Marple is related to the deceased person, and she is somewhat aunt to him. So I want to reveal the incident because I had a doubt on Marple only regarding this murder incident. So I don't want to keep myself dumb here. I just went to the police and informed the relationship of the Marple with the deceased, so that they will go with their own way of investigation. But knowing this, Marple was angry on me. But I want to keep my identity myself because knowing the truth, I don't want to keep myself here hiding the truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshita. That was quite an intriguing web that you wove around the story and confused everybody. Good job. That's a great way to defend yourself. Okay. So who wants to volunteer next? So Toastmaster Saurabha, do you want to go next?
Okay, yeah, I'll go next.
Do you want to keep time for you? Somebody to keep time for you, or?
Oh, I'll keep track of time myself.
Which number?
Yeah.
4 and 6 are gone.
4 and 6 are gone. Okay, I'll take 2 then.
So when the guests heard the noise, they stumbled down the hallway only to discover.
Today morning, I got up and saw that the hallway was covered with blood, with a body lying next to the big puddle of blood. But I have invited 100 people for Christmas party today evening. What do I do is what I thought today morning. I told my servant to clean the blood while I moved the body and dumped it in my backyard, and planted a Christmas tree on the top, because it's Christmas. Nobody would question if you planted a Christmas tree. But soon after it snowed, which is good because nobody could see the newly planted Christmas tree and question that how did such a big tree come and stand here newly, because usually we plant a tiny plant, not a big tree. That's when it occurred to me it's a good idea. So I just planted the tree and told my servant to wipe off the blood, and told her that if you tell anyone, then you're going to be the one who is going to be lying in the hallway next. But one daring servant's friend who pretended to be the guest and walked into the hallway, questioned it. That's when I ran out of the words, and I killed her too. Now I don't want anyone else to know it. Any guest, if someone else walks into the hallway, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need a good lawyer at this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabha. Thanks for that confession.
I'm looking for a lawyer now.
Aishwarya is not in the meeting, unfortunately. Who wants to go next? Madhu?
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6 are taken.
First.
So it was a dark and stormy night as lightning flashed through the window pane.
Just a second. Yeah, I'll start. I was in a sleep, and then I found it was dark and a stormy night, and lighting flashed through the window pane. I opened the window and saw that there are few people discussing among themselves. I beard some courage and went outside to see what has happened there. I saw people making the paradox statement among themselves. It further intrigued me, and I tried to know the situation, why it has happened. Then I saw there was one body is crying with a lot of pain, and he is in serious condition of losing the more blood. Then and they people are saying that this was one of our friend and he has got hurt. So and some other people are saying that we were traveling and accidentally it happened. The paradox of a statement is that why it happened to one guy. Further, I discussed with them and found that it is not the as usual scene. There is something more uh, in the in this scene. And then I found out that there are some I cannot. I won't be able to know more, and this is very complex scenario where I need to involve the police, and uh, then I called the police station, and they uh, they further intervened in the situation. That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu. You took real matters really into your hands and called the police and ensured that the thing got sorted out. So next, Kaushik, you're the last one. So
Yep, sure.
I think we have 5 and 3 remaining.
All right. Yeah, I will take 3.
Okay. So after all the murders are done and police has been called rather, surprising everyone, the dead man picked himself up, looked around at the gathering and said,
All right. So everybody gathered to the man's funeral. We assumed he's dead, and he was actually someone trying to kill him. So we felt that he is killed, and people gathered to see and to express the condolences to the family. And suddenly, the dead man for whom we gathered, he just got up and said, "I am still alive, and I need treatment. You take us to the hospital." So that is where people were surprised. And there in the gathering, the murderer was also there. And he was very surprised that how this man, even though I killed, he is still not dead. And it was a really, by his face, we can figure it out that he was the murderer. And that is how he was shocked to see that he has, looked around and said that he's still alive. Yeah, I think that's all, probably. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaushik. I think that was a perfect ending to this theme of murder, where there is nobody who is killed, but there is a murderer who's getting punished. So I think we have time. Can we have another round of table topics? Harshita, Sharad?
Yes, Chitra.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. So I will, okay. I'm sorry for the badly prepared slides, but okay. So the theme of this table topics is however. So the idea behind this, that the kind of paradoxical times that we live in, everything has multiple meanings and truth can be spun around. So can be quotes. So we have some famous proverbs, not quotes, sorry. So some famous proverbs that you would have heard for sure. So what I would request you to do is when you see the proverb, start talking about it. And then in between, I would say, however. So when I say, however, you have to start talking against it. For example, there is a saying that a stitch in time saves 9, which means that if you do something in the correct time, it is really useful. So you start talking about it. And then I say, however, then you say how it is good to postpone things and, push it to the last minute, something like that. Am I clear about the table topics? Okay. So
Yes.
who wants to go first? Okay, Madhu.
Yeah.
So we have 1 to 5.
Hi.
Okay. So with great power comes great responsibility.
Starting now. So whoever gains the great power will have the great responsibility towards the society, towards the globe, towards the nation. Taking the example of the American nation. As America is a great power, no country is far near to the power of the America. America is responsible for the peace and growth of the country around the globe. American actions are responsible for balancing the peace and economical growth towards any corner of the world. Suppose they do anything irresponsible, it will hamper the peace. It will hamper the peace and harmony of the society and globe at large. Going by current situation of Ukraine and Russian war, we can see the little irresponsible behavior from the Russian side has created large humanity crisis, and we are seeing many innocent people dying, death for no reason, no crime of theirs. However, they are not responsible for managing all of your things. Like America or any big country like American right now scenario, America I have taken. So America has the responsibility. Other countries should also behave responsibly. Like you see the situation of North America and Afghanistan. If North America is continuously testing the ICBM missiles, which is uh, creating the uh, rift in the area, and it is even if America takes any action, certain innocent people will die. Certain innocent people will die. For the no crime and no any irresponsible behavior from the America in the so we're not only the one who has the great power is responsible for all the things, but who around the globe, all other countries should behave responsibly. Like in the case of Afghanistan, even when there are so much investment and so much money, so much man force is spent to bring the peace and tranquility to the Afghanistan, but still that state is in mayhem because the citizen of the Afghanistan didn't behave responsibly. So whatever the great power is America has, it cannot bring the peace and tranquility to the Afghani citizen, and now they are left to their own fate. That's all to you, Chitra.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhu. I think it felt like reading Manorama yearbook at the end of the year, preparing for the GK quizzes in school. You can join the offices of S. Shankar probably very soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Sure.
Yeah. So, 2.
Okay. So never do tomorrow what you can do today.
Never do tomorrow what you can do today. This is a perfect example of procrastination, how you have to avoid procrastination. It is very important that whatever task you have kept even for tomorrow, you have to do it today so that you have enough time to plan for future things. Always make yourself in such a comfort zone so that you have enough time in your hand. You plan for all the important activities and make sure you do it in the order of priority. While doing that, make sure you not just complete the task that is needed for today, but even the ones you had planned for tomorrow, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. What if tomorrow is much more tougher day and you do not get enough time? However, it is also important to not overstress yourself and plan your timings and resources thoughtfully. Because let's say you have 2 days of time to do a certain task, which actually needs 2 days to complete. And then you try to do both the things today, you might just over-exhaust yourself and it might affect the quality of your output as well. Rather than that, do look at the situation and scenario and plan and space it out in such a way that you take your entire time to complete the task, but then you will make sure that the task is of the best quality possible. Thank you. Over to you, Chitra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharath. I think that was beautifully put. As a serial procrastinator myself, I can completely agree with the however part. Oh, okay. Who wants to go next?
I will go, Chitra.
What number do you want?
Just one addition.
Huh.
There is one saying in Hindi, famous saying. It will remember you. Two doha by one same person. Okay. One is कल करना है से आज करो, आज करना है से अब, पल में परले होएगी बहुरी तो पड़ेगी कब. Okay. Another saying is the same person is आज करना है से कल करो, कल करना है से परसों, ऐसी जल्दी क्या पड़ी है, जीना है अभी बरसों.
I don't think it's the same person who said that.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Fake news. Okay, Harshita.
That paradoxical statement. And it depends on the context. Both are good, but depends on the context. So then Ravana had told one thing: when you are going to do the good things, you do it fast, do it now. When this is the bad thing, you can delay it as much you can delay it.
Thanks.
Chitra, what numbers are done? What are
2 and 5 are done.
Okay, I will go for 3.
Okay. Pen is mightier than sword.
Pen is mightier than sword. With the saying, pen is mightier than sword, everyone will afraid with this if a person is carrying sword. But each and every item, either if it is a pen or sword, it has its own recognition and its usages. If we want to dig a hole in a paper, sword will not serve the purpose here. We can make a hole with the paper only. We cannot make a hole with sword. And if we want to write something also, here a tiny item like a needle, which is a pen, is useful. But the sword is not useful here. Similarly, there is a small, and for example, if there is a small entrance for a cave, if we see the elephant, who is famous for its weight and personality, the elephant cannot enter the cave. But a rat, which is as small as elephant, it can go easily. So every item or every minute or big item has its own identity. So sometimes a pen is mightier than a sword based on its use cases. Yeah. And if there is some battle or something, we cannot take a pen and we cannot kill the opposite soldier. We must use sword only in that case. So every individual item has its own identity, responsibility, and importance. Never underestimate any item with its size or appearance. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshita. I think you kind of did not need me to say, however, in between, you did it on your own. Probably you saw me unmute or something. But great job. You kind of very wisely told how everything is context sensitive and nothing is absolute. And that's the whole idea, or rather, as the grammarian would say, paradox of things. Who wants to go next? Kaushik or Saurabha?
Yeah, I can go next.
Okay. So 5, 2, 3 are done.
Okay, I will go with 1.
Okay. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Well, so 2 wrongs don't make a right. Often what we do is when we commit a mistake, right? And we try to make it correct. What we do is we try to hide it by committing another mistake. So I think that's not right. And also like when we commit the mistake, probably we should try to analyze what we have done and try to rectify that next time instead of committing another mistake. However, like at times, right, at situations where probably we can, if it is a very harmless thing, right, if it is not harming to anyone else, probably a funny mistake, right, we can make 2 times I think that maybe, I mean, still it will be okay. So I think, yeah, that's all from my side. I think it's a short one, but I could come with this. Yeah. Thank you.
First of all, thank you for attempting Toastmaster Kaushik. I think it was a great attempt. And again, now that I think everybody is used to it, we are introducing however ourselves and start bringing out both the aspects of the proverb. Thanks for that. Saurabha, do you want to take the last one?
Yeah, sure.
This is the last one. God helps those who help themselves.
Uh, the concept of God has been controversial throughout the human history. Um, we fight in name of God. We bond in name of God. We build communities and countries in the name of God. And we as a human civilization have benefited a lot from the idea of God, because it is something that brings us together and gives us an opportunity to stand out of the forest and other animals, because they can't imagine something out of nowhere and call it a God and unite in the name of it. But saying that God will help us all the time and blindly believing in God and doing nothing by ourselves would be as foolish as to say that I want food, but I want it in my mouth. I don't want to pick it by hand. We have to work for it. We have to dedicate uh, our time. We have to put effort into whatever we want to get in life. God only helps those who helps themselves. God will not come out of nowhere and help you and feed you. We have to work for it and do the things. However, sometimes serendipity could happen. God could help us. Even when we don't do anything, we could get good things in life. You may call it coincidence, I may call it God, and someone else may call it something else, but things do happen sometimes. That is the beauty of the world, the beauty of the unexpected. God could help even when we don't help ourselves. But let's focus on this part. God helps those who helps themselves. That's from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabha. When you started, I was a little worried about where this is going and the existence of God, etc. But then you beautifully moved to how things have to happen only if you put effort, and also brought in the aspect of how sometimes things happen which people justify as karma. So wonderful attempt. Thank you so much. So with that, we come to the end of our table topics section, and I would like to hand it back to Toastmaster Sharath. Before that, thank you everybody for participating and bringing across various ideas and wonderfully adapting to the table topics. Great job, everyone. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sharath.
Thank you so much, Chitra. Thank you for the engaging segment of table topics. Thank you for getting our storytelling juices flowing. And special thanks to bring two flavors of table topics in a single session without the need of another table topic master. Thank you. Now we move on to the next important segment of today, the evaluations. This segment would help us evaluate ourselves and work on improvement for the next time. I would like to first invite grammarian Madhuranjan for his report. Madhuranjan, over to you.
Thank you, Sarath. Yeah, thanks all for the opportunity to have the grammarian role. I'll present my screen to share you the report. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Today, word of the day was paradox, which is quite in the context of the table topics, and it was what you say serendipity that I choose this word. So going by the report, word of the day, Harshita Sarath used it once, Chitra used it twice, Harshita as a table topics she used once. Me used twice, and I'll see the timer and counter report during that. I'll note it. And one misuse is I list minor misuse I found is the newly. Mostly we adjectify this newly, so that I defined it. Maybe somewhat correct also, but it new if you can use it, that is fine. Okay, and I have found some good words today used during the session. Those are rather diligently, intriguing, tranquility, mayhem, serendipity. And thanks to all. Now over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Madhu, for the detailed report, sharing the screen with all the details. Thank you so much. Now it's time to analyze our R's and fillers. Please welcome our counter Kaushik for his report. Over to you, Kaushik.
Hey, hi. So probably I have taken a small note, right? So even when I found when I was also trying to give some like I mean on the table topics, right, where I am not prepared and suddenly I have to say something. So probably I also used myself many times, which I understood that why we use probably to buy time or to think, right? So when I probably from the beginning when I was trying to keep a counter. I have seen that Chitra has used only once. It was very difficult. Probably I was trying to, find it very hard. But still, probably I felt maybe once. Even for Sharath also, I observed from the first table topic you used once as A, right? And Harshita, I think on the first table topic, probably around 4 times. Second table topic, I was unable to keep a counter because I was on the background. I mean, some issues are happening in my team, so I was just tackling with that also. And even for Saurabha, it was only once. That I think it's a minor. Probably Madhu has used the arc like I mean more, probably around 7 to 8 times. That's what is my report for today.
Thank you, Kaushik, for the detailed report. All of us, it will help us to improve the next time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Now to check our timing details. Please welcome Saurabha for timer's report.
Thank you, Sharath. Now I'll share my screen for the report. Uh, yes, here it is. For essay, 2 minutes 55 seconds. And then Sharath has taken 9 minutes 20 seconds. Coming to the speakers, for table topics 1, Sharath has taken 1 minute 28 seconds, which is well within the time limit. Hachita has taken 2 minutes right on time. I have taken 1 minute 40 seconds, which is well within the limit. Madhuranjan has taken 2 minutes 1 second, right on time. Kaushik has taken 59 seconds, a little bit within the required time, but yeah, fine. Then for table topics 2, Madhuranjan has taken 3 minutes 38 seconds, well over the time limit. Sharath has taken 1 minute 54 seconds, which is well within the time limit. Harshita has taken 1 minute 55 seconds. Kaushik has taken 55 seconds within the required, less than the required time. I forgot to keep track of my time. Then for evaluation, Madhuranjan and Kaushik both have completed their part well within the time limit. That's from my side, the timer's report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saurabha, for the diligent report. So now it is time for the votes and feedbacks. So I request Harshita, I think she has already put up the link for the feedback. So I think you can use the feedback links later as well, post the session to provide your valuable feedbacks. But now please prioritize to give your votes. You're requesting the link for the vote. I think it is also up.
I have shared the voting link also in the chat and the feedback.
Sure.
Well, please share the valuable feedback and voting also. Like 6 people are there, I think, in the session. Yeah, please share the voting.
Yes, so let's just quickly take the time to vote. Thank you. So while we are taking time for the votes, anyone has any comments on the sessions or any generic comments? Maybe Kausik, you can, any comments from you?
Probably, I mean, no comments as such, right? Because this is the first time I'm trying to participate, and one thing what I find is, I mean, little difficult. I understand that this time we are trying to keep because probably lunchtime, so we can have a early lunch, and then probably to avoid our work timings, so that we can join here. But somehow I am finding very hard to join. I don't know. I mean, it is only with me, or it is with others also, or maybe I'm not able to manage the time efficiently. That also could be one thing. So probably I would like to get some suggestions from you guys, that how you are managing and how you are joining within the this stipulated time.
Yeah, thank you, Kausik. So I think before we finalized on the timing, there was a small survey, or I think at least there was a meeting, I remember, where everyone's opinion were taken and we took into consideration the majority, because it is very difficult to choose a time and the day that is okay with everyone. So somebody will have to compromise. So on your question on how, what I would recommend is, as we are aware of the sessions happening regularly, we know that it happens every second Wednesday and every fourth Wednesday. So please try to plan much in advance when you already know that the session is coming up. Try to not keep any meetings around that time, or if it is lunch, plan for an early lunch or a late lunch for that day. So that's something that has worked for me. And of course, I think it's difficult to make time for all the sessions, but at least majority you can just plan. That being said, we can still consider again if there needs to be any change or something like that. If more people are requesting for a change, that's when we consider. I think Chitra, earlier the day also was different, right? I think we used to meet.
It was a Thursday, yeah.
Thursday, right? Yeah. Then
Yeah.
later it was changed to a Wednesday, again considering majority of people's preference.
Okay, I
To
can
avoid
find,
a start. Yeah.
probably no need to change. I mean, for one person, if others are able to make it time. So definitely, if I am not able to make it on every weekday, right, I will still try to, join at times whenever I find that I can, join. I have some time.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Kausik. And thanks for taking out time today as well.
Yeah. Actually, I received a
Yeah.
five votings from five Toastmasters.
I am yet to provide. I'm just typing it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So evaluations, you can take time, Kausik, later as well. Please use the vote to vote the winners of the day. Yeah.
The second link, right? The
Yeah,
vote.
first link is the voting. The voting link I have mentioned, right?
Okay. Okay.
Drop down, you will get inside for role player and table topics.
All right.
So someone has joined us just now.
Yes.
Yeah, I have done the voting.
Yeah, thank you, Kaushik. Sharath, I will mail you regarding this awards. Like a PDF,
Sure.
I will mail you. Please.
Sure. Yeah, I see there is a new person who has joined. Can you confirm your name? I see it as A. Narendra. Avinash, yeah, hi. I
Hi.
think you joined the session slightly late. We are winding up today's
Yes.
session. So
Yes.
maybe next time you can join us well in advance at the beginning to participate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get an idea of how it works.
Sure.
I'll try
Yeah.
for next time.
Yeah, please. Thanks. Have you sent it, Ashita?
Just a
Okay.
second. I'm downloading it and I'm mailing.
Sure.
This time has one advantage, like mostly it will not conflict with other meetings of our day-to-day work.
Yeah, correct. That's one reason why we chose
Yeah.
this lunch hours. People try to avoid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I need to join another call, so I'll be dropping off. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for a great session.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chitra, for the wonderful topics.
Yeah, Sharath, I have shared you the PDF of all the awards.
Sure. I'm just getting it. I think. Yeah.
In the first round of table topics, there are two winners of equal voting. The first two in the PDF are related to first session of table topics. The third one is second session of table topics.
Okay. Got it.
Thank you.
So let me share my screen. Give 1 second. Screen. Let me know once the screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So congratulations to the best table topic speaker. This is for the first segment of table topics. So Kaushik, congratulations. Well done. And we have, this is also, so there has been a tie. So best topic, table topic, first segment to Saurabh as well. Well done, Saurabh. And next is the table topic 2, the next segment. So the winner, Sharath, it's myself, Atmanirbhar, I'm giving it to myself. And then I think there is one more winner, Chitra. So congrats, Chitra. So I think that with that, we come to an end of today's session. It's an official end to today's session. Thank you so much for everyone for actively participating in all the table topics, and hoping to see all of you in future sessions as well. Please do make out time to attend the Toastmasters sessions. It's definitely going to help you improve your speaking skills and as a personal development. So thank you once again, each and every one of you. Thank you. With that, we conclude today's session. Thank you.
Sharath. Please don't forget to provide feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please do take your time to provide feedbacks as well.
I
Thank
will
you so
share
much.
it in the
Bye.
mail as well. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.